So you landed here because you're frustrated with your dating. And the fact is that maybe you're not even dating that much. But let me ask you, what if you were just one date away from meeting the love of your life? I was. I'm serious. How would it feel knowing that there's a way to meet an amazing relationship-minded man without ever having to sort through hundreds of online profiles, wasting hours of time and emotions? Yeah, this is funny, huh? You meet someone online, then you see them in person, and they're just not quite what you thought. But hey, he's the before picture. Women, if you refuse to settle and you're tired of the online dating game, you're going to want to watch this entire video because what I'm about to share could be the difference between meeting an amazing man in less than 30 days or waking up alone, wondering how did the days turn to years. But you have to stay, and if you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to give you some free goodies, and who doesn't like that? I'm going to give you the 7 naked truths about men and dating. These are video interviews with single men where they reveal the 7 secrets about attraction. And I'm going to give you the 5 questions that every woman should ask before getting in too deep. It's an ebook. You're going to love it. So who is this presentation for? This is for women who want to be in a committed, intimate relationship with a high quality man, not just any man, but a high quality one. A man who adores you, who makes you feel like the amazing, sexy woman you are. A man with the chemistry and the connection you crave. And a man that you can trust that makes you feel safe. Don't we all want that? Listen, if you're successful in business, the truth is that many of you smart single women successful in business are struggle with wondering, how are you so successful but not in love? What is the deal? Why is that so hard? Savvy female entrepreneurs and businesswomen, you know how to create more money and more freedom, and you've been experiencing exciting business breakthroughs, but secretly, you know that your dating life needs a serious lift. A lift that even Botox can't fix, girlfriends. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to talk to you. Look, life is busy and dating can start to feel like a second job. And the process is just tiring. So if you're tired of Match.com, tired of Plenty of Fish, eHarmony, Bumble, Coffee Meets Muffin, Bagel, whatever the name of the newest, hottest site is, ladies, if you're over online dating and you're fed up with the flakes, the catfish scams, sometimes perverts, you're sick of the slackers, the liars, players, and or honestly, just boys. There's just so many boys. And you're asking, where are all the good men? Where are they? I get it. I get it. If you thought you would date more, but you can't seem to find the time, and the days and the weeks are flying by, one day turns into next, and eventually you're discovering that your time broke, and most of you meet a few nice men, but there's just no chemistry, you know what I'm talking about. You're in the right place. The questions that come up for the women are like, do I really need a man to be happy? Are you asking yourself, can I even tolerate a man for long anymore? What if it's just too late? What if I pick the wrong guy and wind up divorced? Or what if I fall head over heels and he cheats on me? Listen, I get it. If you've been busy, so busy building a career and being a lady boss that you weren't worried about meeting the right man, or maybe you were thinking that love would just happen and when it was just the right time, you just magically fall in love and share an amazing life. Or maybe ladies, you've decided that you're just not going to settle. And so here you are, still waiting. The good news is, I assure you, you can and you will meet him. And I'm going to show you how in just a few minutes. But look, I want to talk about what you want. I know that whether you want children and a family for the first time or someone to love you for you, that's so important. You want a loving man to help share the challenges of maybe being a single working mom, or maybe you just want a man to kiss you when you wake up, run a hot bath for you, a man that makes you feel so sexy and alive. Oh, that'd be so awesome. The good news is you can have that. The bad news is that Men fear rejection. It's their number one fear when you watch my videos. And so what does that mean to you? That while you're receiving about 10 to 15 messages a day from men, they're only getting 1 to 2 responses back. 2 out of 10 women respond to a man's initial message. That's horrible. So what's that mean to you? That means that the good men that are reading and taking the time to be online and looking at messages, they stopped writing thoughtful introductions because they're tired of being rejected. And they just don't have the time to do the numbers and go through daily rejection. So the man that you want may never reach out to you, and you might just overlook his profile or judge him when he sends you that boring, hi, how you doing message. Or maybe he sends you a nice, thoughtful message, but because you didn't look at your online messages soon enough to read his message, you respond 3 days later. And guess what? His online dating ADD and the fact that you weren't responsive makes him move on to some other woman who is. It's just timing. And what happens? What happens is c'est la vie, baby. You snooze, you lose. He's gone. He's deep in the tunnel. So, what if you continue to overlook messages from great men because they get lost in the pile over 50 to 70 messages that you didn't read? I mean, seriously, if this was your business, wouldn't you hire a personal assistant to make sure the best clients and prospects get your immediate attention? Because if you didn't, you'd know that you'd lose that client. And in this case, you just might lose the opportunity to meet that man. He exists. If you're still watching this video, listen very carefully because what I'm about to reveal is a dating game changer. The 3 dating secrets to meeting an amazing man without settling and without ever spending hours of time surfing online profiles again. What? How is that possible? Well, I'm going to show you, but before I do, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Denise Poteat, founder and CLO of the Mentality of Dating. Yes, I'm a dating coach, but I'm a dating coach that dated from ages 20 to 35. You heard it, 35. Now I've been married for 13 years. I've got 2 awesome boys, ages 9 and 12. I'm a previous psychotherapist by training, and I've counseled hundreds of women. I'm a successful technology headhunter. I've got over 16 years of corporate matchmaking experience. And guess what? I know how to use online dating databases. It's no different. I'm a successful dating domination coach with a specialty in mindset. And I've got a bachelor's in psychology, a master's in clinical social work, and more importantly, girls, I got a doctorate in decoding and detecting BS in men. How valuable is that? So who is this for? This is for women who know they want and value love, but this dating game is just too frustrating. You're strong, you're independent, you're used to working hard to get what you want. And listen, I want women to listen to this whose life doesn't suck. You're actually pretty happy on your own. I want women who are busy building their business and have zero time for surfing online profiles. And if you're busy building your brand, but you don't have time to manage your own online dating brand, you're in the right place. If only you had more time. What I'm about to share with you is the fastest way that you can increase your chances of meeting your person. Yes, so that you can start living a life with the man you love. What I'm going to show you is a first-class ticket to the love life you desire. Yes, first class. So let's get going. I'm going to give you the 3 dating secrets to finding love. Okay, let's start. Secret number 1. Love has nothing to do with luck. That's right, you heard me. Creating opportunities to meet men, not waiting, is the key to finding love. How are you doing with that? I know that Hollywood and the magazines and the industry has been lying to us for decades. You know, whether it was The Notebook from ages ago or more recent Hollywood love stories, you've heard things like, well, if it's meant to be, it'll just happen. The man of your dreams will just magically come no matter how many hurdles stand in your way. Oh, yeah, sure, ladies. He'll be in the nail salon when you're doing your nails. Or maybe he'll be at football practice, practicing in the field, some hot single dad. Yeah, right. Yeah, it'll just happen. Yeah, BS. And love will conquer all. We've heard that one. Half of us wouldn't be in this dating situation if love conquered all. So basically, luck implies that something is random, and nothing in life worth having is random. Seriously, think about the last marketing launch or project or career path. Was it achieved by being lucky? No, you worked for it. So I'm asking you to make a decision. I want you to draw a line in the sand. At 34 years old, I had to draw that line. I had to make a decision. And I had to quickly come to terms and decide that if I really wanted to get married and meet that man, to have a chance of being a mom, I'd have to not only create more opportunities and meet the right kind of man. I mean, that's the first start, right? Create the opportunities. And then there's a lot of personal work I had to do. But first, it starts with creating the opportunities. I mean, think about it. We know that online dating does and can work, but it requires so much time, so much responsiveness and momentum. Momentum makes sure that there's no gaps that could be misinterpreted. Men need to know that you are interested and that they will not be rejected. So let me ask you, knowing all this, how many men do you date, right? How many or do you send messages to? How many do you actually write a compelling, unique introduction to? And how many days does it take for you to respond to his initial message? Have you ever wondered what you're missing out on? I mean, what messages are you indirectly communicating to men by not being responsive? Online dating requires a high level of responsiveness, and that momentum, you have to have it. It leads to the first call, and that leads to the first date. And if you don't have the first date, you got nada. Secret number 2, chemistry is more than just physical. It's about an emotional connection. And the only way you can get either of these is in person, not online, not over the phone. Seriously, you know this. And it's hard to explain how many men that I had chemistry with that turned out to be so wrong for me. In fact, if I were to put up, this is funny, some of my boyfriends in the lineup, physically, they definitely didn't have much in common. So I have to say, why did I have chemistry with some and not the others? Because chemistry and attraction is not logical, it's emotional. Ultimately, long-term chemistry is more about your personal values than some magical first-time connection. Do you know, think about it like this. You've watched The Bachelorette, right? I know you have at least once. Admit to it. Nobody's watching. They usually start off with like 31 handpicked young, hot men. And then they narrow it down to like 3 great men that she has chemistry and connection with. All right? She had 31, and then she narrowed it to 3. So how many men are most women dating or talking to per week that then turn into first dates? Yeah, uh-huh. You probably go on what, 1 date a month? Some of you think you're doing it pretty good. 1 date a week is actually pretty good, but I'm just saying, how many do you go on? So let me ask you, if you're only going on 1 date a week, what do you think is going to happen? And if dating was like finding a job and your income depended on it, you would be broke. I mean, you seriously, you have to look at it this way. Because the truth is that most successful women just don't have the time or patience to do what it takes to actually be successful finding love online. It takes a ton of time and a ton of patience. Secret number 3, women who raise their standards, not requirements, will attract a high quality man. Yes. And I can explain that more later when we talk, but you have to raise your standards. And most women can't help it. It's human nature to make snap judgments and to screen men based on your requirements over your standards or values. And sometimes, honestly, you just need an unbiased partner, maybe a dating coach, to help you get out of your own way. You know this. So let me ask you a question. If I could show you a way that you could meet high quality, relationship-minded men, I'm talking every week, okay? Without ever having to go online again. You don't have to log into any of your dating apps. Would you want to know how? Can I get a, oh yeah? Okay, I thought so. So listen, imagine a solution to your online dating frustrations. No more tedious, time-consuming sorting, awkward messaging. Nada, nothing. You don't have to worry about it. What if I could show you a way that all you had to do is just pick up the phone, talk to men, and then guess what? Your biggest problem is just choose who you want to go out on a date with. Does that not sound amazing? Can you imagine the excitement and ease of knowing that you could literally be just one date away from meeting the love of your life? No more waking up and going to bed alone. No more coming home to a quiet house. No more vacations for just you and your kids or your best girlfriend. And no more craving someone to hold you and tell you that it's going to be okay, that you're enough. You're enough. So, just one last question. Are you ready to have an amazing love life? Are you ready for me to show you how to make it rain men? Are you? Listen, I want you to schedule a one-on-one, no cost laser dating coaching session with me. It's just a coaching call. And I'm going to show you this dating strategy that will allow you to meet the kind of man you've always been wanting, but don't have the time to find. Consider it like a first-class ticket to the love life you desire. But I have to say, it's pretty popular. This stuff is pretty tedious. It takes a lot of work, so I'm only offering 10 spots. And legitimately, that's all I have time for. I'd love to have you in that. If you are successful in your business and in your life, this is a unique opportunity, but I need you to go all in and stop putting your love life on a to-do list. Okay? So only 10 spots to stop putting your love life on a to-do list. So here's where you need to make a decision. You can decide, oh, Denise, I have plenty of time and I'm just going to leave love to luck and just wait. Okay, well, good luck. Try to stay young forever. Or you can say, I'm going to start working on my online dating app and I'm just going to do it like a second job and I'll be willing to spend 2 to 3 hours a day weeding through all these one-liner messages and yeah, I'll just see how that works. Or you continue building your patience, sorting through all these bad, blurry pics of men and their food, their pics of their dad bods, shirtless selfies. I mean, I don't know if you got time for sorting and swiping, go ahead. Yeah. Or date the good old-fashioned way and just do it organic while you continue to come home to that quiet house and that empty bed. And I know it's lonely. And sometimes you can feel anxious or sad. You can constantly wonder and look around, why is it? Why does other women seem to have love in their life, but you don't? Or you can decide to have a viable, delicious dates with men every week, served up on a silver platter, giving you the absolute best chance to find love. Like a 5-course fine dining experience served up VIP style. That's how you're going to feel when you work with me and talk to me. I am looking for my next love story, and I need you to be that. Don't you want to be that? So don't wait. Just schedule this. It's no cost. It's a private VIP dating session consultation. I've made room on my calendar. All you need to do is schedule with me. We'll speak one-on-one. We'll discuss your relationship goals, your online dating challenges, and you know what? It will be like a VIP fine dining dating experience. And I want you to have that. So it's time to stop waiting. Stop waiting. Don't wait to get lucky in love. Just book this, girlfriend. All I'm asking you to do is book a call with me and let me show you. Let me show you how your world can change. But before you do, I want to tell you something. This is not for everyone. This is not for women who are more attached to their excuses than their future and they're always complaining that there's no good men. It's not for people who feel stuck in the sense that they want a man, but you're not willing to take action. If you don't value yourself, don't schedule a call. And if you're not serious about sharing your fantastic life with an amazing man, then don't schedule a call with me. Okay? The busier your life is, the better the results. And I need women who don't need a man, but want a man. And I hope that that's you. So let me ask you. I've been told from all the single women that I've worked at that this is the most unique, valuable, time-saving, life-changing session they've ever experienced. So I want you to schedule that call right now. Just look below this video and click the calendar link. I'm ready for my first class ticket to love. Are you ready? I hope so. Well, thank you for listening to this. I want you to get your free gifts as well. So click below, schedule your time with me. Don't hesitate. Denise Poteat, Mentality of Dating. I will see you on my calendar.